Hey, what up, what up, what up, people? That's right. You're not seeing doubles. It is Sunday, and you see your favorite uncle and your favorite cousin, but it's a special Sunday today. Today was the NFL kickoff. We're gonna get into it. We got our two guests, Big Ken, Benji Banks. What else can we say, man? I'm ecstatic. Let's go. I'll turn it over to Jody.
Man, first of all, at this point, Ken and Benji like family. You know, we the barbecue. They like the cool ass neighbors next door. That all we don't never gotta invite them. They hear the music bumping, and Benji gonna bring the wine, and Ken gonna bring us something to drink that's not Hennessy.
Fact.
You gonna bring the fruit juice?
Yeah. Hey,
No,
Benji,
it's just not Hennessy.
hey, Benji bringing the wine, and Big Ken. You know what? Big Ken bringing the boom box. You know what I'm saying? Big Ken coming to DJ. He the one playing September on the mic. You know what I'm saying? When Big Ken coming to Ken, he got old school DJ jams going.
He got his Dallas jersey on today, so you know what I'm saying. He got a rep today.
That's every day, man. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I'm not like some of these other people who claim teams that they ain't never been to the city. This is where I'm from, baby.
Right,
Bruh.
All day, every day.
Before we get started, we ain't gonna be on her long because everybody trying to get to the Bucks and Cowboys games. We ain't
You
gonna
know they are. You know they are.
There go my dog.
Hello.
so with it,
I'm here.
Okay, so first of all, I want to get this. I just want to get this out the clear right now. First thing out my mouth. Anybody who is a fan of the University of Texas, I am going to call the police because you boys got
robbed.
the ass with no lube Saturday with that bullshit roughing the passer call. Boy, when I tell you I was hot. I'm talking about, and I posted it on Facebook. I know Alabama paying the refs, but I'd be damned. Y'all ain't got to make it that blatant obvious. I mean, roughing the passer when it should have been a safety, or if Alabama wins that game, it should have been 24-21. It should have been 24-21.
you know what was funny is I thought when the body part touched the ground, that meant you was down. Wasn't his arm down before he threw the ball?
They said the same thing. It was, you know what? No, it was like unnecessary roughness or something like that or another. But I was just like, okay, hold on. So unnecessary roughness is after the play. So that means the play counts, right? So unnecessary roughness would have been 15 yards. But since it was a safety, it would have been 15 yards on the kickoff, right? So they got roughing the passer, which was during end play. So that counts towards the fourth down. But my whole thing was like, I'm looking at the play, and so he's getting tackled, and the defensive lineman, who looks like he's kind of being pushed, literally ran into the quarterback with his like wrist, right? Gave him a smidge of a shove, right? Anybody else, they would have been like, okay, that's just, coincidence. Just kind of ran into the dude. For the fact that they threw that flag and then tried to hit him with a targeting, I was like, if Alabama ain't cheating their ass off, and let's not talk about
Nick Saban royalty. You know he gonna get it.
Listen, let's not talk about the fact that we had about 3 pass interference calls that blatantly what called, because I don't know what considers pass interference in college football anymore. But dude went up for a pass, got his arm grabbed, and they didn't throw the flag. I'm like, come on, man. Anybody else watch that game and got any discrepancies in the play calling, the refereeing of that game? Because I do.
Texas still missed a chip shot field goal that would have won in the game.
Yep.
So all of that said, they still had a chance to win, and they had their backup quarterback out there. So I was actually encouraged. Texas looked really good, considering they lost. They looked good, in my opinion, against the number 1 team in the league, in the land, and they weren't even ranked. So that's me being optimistic. I thought they should have won, though.
Okay, big game.
Well, you already know when Alabama's involved in Nick Saban, he gonna have that favoritism. That's just what it is. And when you playing against teams like that, you can't leave it up to the refs. You got to
not at all.
You got to cement it on your own. So they had opportunity to win, as Benji said, and they didn't do their part. So, you know, but my thing is, just like you said, it's one of those games where you lost, but you saw a lot of bright spots, especially for UT and where they're going, and they built program that they're building right now. So I mean, it's encouraging for them because a lot of the top teams yesterday lost, took L's.
Oh man, good Lord, what's going on in Notre Dame?
Notre Dame.
Brian Kelly ain't there with his offensive skills.
But what happened to the next coming of Cam Newton, Tim Tebow, and whatever other black young quarterback in Florida? Oh, what happened?
He got hyped up after one game playing a mediocre team, and it made him seem like he was a Heisman candidate and all of that, and he got exposed because Kentucky shadowed him the entire game with that linebacker that they got, and that boy played ball too. He wouldn't let your boy get out the pocket, made him a passer, and when they did that, he was done, and that just goes to show you that he's pretty much one-dimensional to a degree.
First of all, Utah was overrated. Second of all, you took them boys from Utah, brought their ass down to humid ass, hot ass, stink ass swamp, Gainesville, Florida. Them boys. Right. We not gonna act like the fact like half their starting line was cramping. Niggas out there throwing up every other damn play because they're not used to this shit. Not used to it at all. No, what happened was you got them boys from Kentucky that's very used to it. They came down to Florida. Oh, they wasn't missing bullshit tackles. Oh boy wasn't out here escaping defensive linemen hopping on top of you. You wasn't helping out them tackles like you was a week before, huh? You wasn't the man. Oh, you ass got out here and went out here and got beat. Let's start talking about Appalachian State out there giving everybody fits.
Oh man.
Hell.
What's going on?
Let's talk about today. We're gonna get to you,
Mr.
We're
gonna get to you.
We gonna get to you because me and Mr. Who Loves Your Babies got some discrepancies for you and your punk ass Packers. We gonna get to you.
Nope.
So you gonna get to you.
Hey, in her defense though, she actually picked her team to lose.
Thank you.
2 years in a row.
I don't care. It's still her team.
It's still her team.
See when this is why she dope because she's unbiased, even though her team is kind of trash. You know what I mean? You know.
I'm a little intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit.
You'll be the first Packer fan that is.
The Bears just got lucky that the Niners didn't play.
Let me tell you something. I don't know what game you was watching. There was trash in the beginning. I went to sleep.
That's all I said.
I said I ain't gonna stay up and watch this trash, and I went to sleep. I woke up. My wife like the Bears won. I'm like, what?
With the Vikings, we always split with the Vikings.
Yeah, that's true.
Always split with the Vikings, so I won't worry about it. Last year we sunk it up, and it was 3-38.
Yeah,
we played the Saints 3-38, and we still won the division.
You know, I lost my first game in fantasy by 6 points. And Aaron Rodgers had 30 goddamn points in the fantasy.
You should have asked me before, you know.
What was you at last year? Because I didn't know you last year. This is your fault. 100% your fault. I should have picked Dak Prescott. That's what they I should have picked.
Listen, I'm really surprised the Giants pulled it off. That one was a shocker to me.
The Jaguars still suck. Raise your hand if you were surprised to see that shit. Went out there and struggled like hell against the guy.
Let me tell you something. I didn't expect Kyler Murray and them to get their butt whooped like that.
Kyler Murray wanted all that.
And not like that.
All that money for nothing.
Kyler Murray.
I did. They missing perhaps the best wide receiver, arguably in the game. And so I don't expect them to actually be as dominant as they were without him. And that showed in the playoffs as well. So.
I mean, we was missing Bakhtiari and Elgin Jenkins, so our O-line was trash.
Y'all always missing Bakhtiari. That ain't nothing new. They learned how to play without him.
First of all, the Cardinals don't have a fucking pass rush, okay? Because did you see Pat Mahomes literally sit in a pocket?
They let Chandler Jones go.
Yeah, They let Chandler Jones go. No doubt.
He over in Las Vegas. They got old broke down JJ Watt. I'm just waiting for him to get hurt again.
And his
speaking
brother
about
tore his
Vegas,
spec today,
Carr
possibly,
threw
so he might be out.
interceptions.
TJ hurt?
Yeah,
TJ tore possibly his pec muscle today, so he gone for at least a year or 12, 14 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, he's gonna be gone for the year.
Najee Harris hurt.
He did? Dang.
He gotta go do an X-ray tomorrow, but he got hurt. But we're
But
talking
the
about
Steelers won though.
We're talking about a game that, first of all, they should have lost. Okay, the Bengals should have lost. And
they did lose.
The Bengals did lose.
They should have lost in regulation.
Hey man.
Okay, I don't know why. I don't know why you put a rookie receiver on Jamar Chase, and I was like,
rookie
why
corner,
you put a rookie DB on Jamar Chase? Like, where you?
Hey, Jamar Chase had a day. He had a day today.
That's what I'm saying. And then you talking about
whoever picked him up in fantasy.
That was me. In my other league, I got him, boy. I was like, yeah, Jamar. Him and Kirk Cousins. I'm like, wait a minute.
I don't know how y'all do 2 or 3 leagues, motherfucker. I'm stressed with one.
I can only do one.
I do 2 or 3, man. One time I did 6.
I don't play fantasy.
What?
I just tell people who to play.
See what I'm saying? She a fantasy consultant.
Exactly.
Hey, then we need to consult maybe after this is over. We can talk about my roster because I got some moves that need to be made.
No, man, it's just week 1. You got to slow down. Huh? Hold the panic button.
Jody ready to give up on his whole roster.
Week 1. I'm ready to do a hardcore reboot right now.
No,
man.
Everybody got to go. So speaking of gone, Scott Frost got fired today.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Nebraska let him go.
Dude, we were saying the middle of the season, not after the first game.
Well, I'll say this. There's no way he was already on thin ice. They hadn't been that good. But in this transfer portal era, like you should have gotten some decent. I mean, look at how good Marshall looked. Look at how good Kentucky looked.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now, Nebraska, you got to do something. So it was time to cut ties with Frost.
But see, week 1, the thing, though, they went off that UCF magic that he had.
Yeah.
He was going to bring it to Nebraska. But no, because Nebraska, when they joined the Big Ten, Nebraska was a big deal in the Big 12. They come over like, we Nebraska, they got their head busted. We the Big Ten. And
that's because everybody trying to turn them into a finesse organization when
I'm like, dude,
they had the most
don't play all that pretty stuff.
Smash mouth football.
Yeah, it's smash mouth. And you just can't come in here and run the Big Ten. Because at any given Saturday, you see Indiana beat Illinois. And Illinois turns around and win. Indiana beat freaking Michigan one time. You know, it's like, it's so much competitiveness in the Big Ten. Then ain't nobody coming in here and running it because every year we got 2 different people playing for the Big Ten championship. It's never the same. Like, you always can look at the SEC and say Alabama versus whoever.
Georgia.
For the conference.
Don't mix the words. Alabama versus Georgia for like the last 3-4 years.
In the Big Ten, it was like, first you had
Clemson in there a little bit.
Ohio State, Northwestern, Michigan, somebody else. It's always different. So I'm shocked he got fired this early.
I'm not. It was like, look, after that L,
So speaking of fire, how
do you go, bro? Like, let's just. They probably had that already in the cards. Like, bro, if you lose this game, we got to go up to the peace.
Probably text the man.
Right.
Notre Dame.
He probably agreed to it himself. Man, I can't do this. I gotta go.
Notre Dame.
Transfer portal era where you can go wherever you want to go.
He 0-3 right now.
Hey, he gonna have 2 years because
he didn't win a game at Notre Dame yet.
Well, look, dude. It takes a minute to get your players for your system.
And he's a defensive guy, so
they got to give him a chance to get his recruiting classes in, and so he can do what he need to do. So he gonna get a minute, and plus trust me, they're not finna pull the trigger quick on him. You know how many people gonna be up on them talking about black people and all this, and they don't give black coaches nothing? Man, dude, Notre Dame don't want that bad press.
Speaking of black coach, the interim coach for Nebraska is the first black coach at the school for any sport.
First of all, I didn't know they had black people in Nebraska.
These are the type of things that people want you to celebrate. And I'd be looking like, how the hell are we celebrating? Nebraska got one black coach in the history of all their sports organizations, and this some shit you want me to celebrate?
Yeah.
It's 2022.
How many people live in Nebraska that's black?
You ain't seen how many times you go get a coach from other states. Ain't no other black Latino.
Ain't nobody coming to Nebraska. Shit. I wish a motherfucker would call me. You want to coach in Nebraska? What? Hell no.
Listen here. Money is green no matter where you go. Y'all signing the checks. Hey. Oh, you $10 million per year? Baby, let's go.
If they talking about something like that, I would import me some black people. Hey, everybody, we move.
You pay me that much, we bringing the squad with us. It's gonna be some black folk in Nebraska.
We're gonna black this bad boy out.
We're gonna call Tommy Frazier. We're gonna call the people that we need to call.
Hey, fun fact, right? Fun fact. Tommy Frazier actually quarterbacked at me and Jimmy high school.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Tommy
Tempo. What's up, man?
What's up? What's up?
I gotta acknowledge you.
So what's up, Mr. Bird Gang? Bird Gang. That defense looked fucking abysmal today. I just wanted you to know.
Hey, listen,
that offense was on point. That defense looked abysmal.
Listen, we got the win. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you got the win. Matter of fact, you beat me too in fantasy, like you said you would. Congratulations.
I ain't.
Yeah, you got me. You got me by 100.
That defense looked abysmal.
Hold on. What team we talking about right now?
The Eagles.
The Eagles defense.
Oh man. Okay. All right.
I got into a damn shootout with the Detroit Lions.
Hey,
Detroit is expected to be good.
Detroit, man. Don't sleep on Detroit.
Bruh,
they need kneecaps down there.
On Detroit.
No, nigga,
we was up like 20. I don't know how they came back.
Bro, that defense looked DeAndre Swift. It's like, how you figure like the best offensive player on their team? That boy was running circles around that defense. Y'all spent all the money on all them wide receivers and for goddamn linebackers. Because what the hell was going on? Y'all had Jared Goff. I think the third quarter, y'all had Jared Goff. I had to wipe my eyes. I was like, this is that Troy Aikman in his prime, the way he's slinging that thing out there against
man, Jared Goff is a Super Bowl quarterback. Y'all act like the man is Jared Goff.
No, don't go that far now. Jared Goff.
He went to the Super Bowl. That's what I mean.
He went, but look at that roster that he had with him.
That's what I'm saying. He a Super Bowl. I didn't say he a Super Bowl caliber quarterback. I'm just saying he a Super Bowl quarterback.
He went.
Mike McCarthy got a Super Bowl too, but look at him.
Oh, Trent Dilfer got one too. But you'll never see me try them out.
We don't even count that. Don't you ever bring his name up in Super Bowl in the same sense. We don't even count that.
He got a ring, bro. You can't take that away from him, though.
Right,
all they told, hey, bro, just don't throw interceptions. Listen,
and he just didn't do that. That's all.
Whenever in doubt, throw it to the check down, bro. We'll let
that was you talking about a whack offense. Good Lord.
Okay, all right. So let's go around the room. Worst performance of the week.
In any sport?
NFL week 1. Who had the worst performance this week?
Ooh.
What team?
Dak ain't played yet, so
he ain't played yet.
I'm gonna say the Washington Commanders because they messed up my parlay. They had. No.
I'm gonna say Green Bay's whole entire secondary. Because
it's got to be the Jets.
Jefferson's get all.
That's too easy, Big Ken. That's too easy.
Yeah, it's got to be
the Jets.
It's got to be the Jets or the Patriots.
Yeah, they look bad.
Okay.
Or if you want to say that's low hanging fruit, then I'm gonna give it to the 49ers because they lost to the freaking Bears.
What you mean?
Yeah,
that's
I have to agree. I have
That's
to
the
agree.
Bears.
All right,
Yeah,
hey
I have
Ken,
the 49ers winning for sure.
I'm gonna piggyback off you on this, right? I'm gonna give it to the 49ers front office for letting Trey Lance start over fucking Jimmy G. Cause goddamn,
Hey, dude,
that game
you
was a
draft a dude
Like,
third
really?
overall. You got to put him on the
Yeah,
field, baby.
you got to
Not
put him on the
so
You
field,
got to
man.
put him on the
Not
field.
so soon.
Yeah, what's so? He sat last year. It's time.
That he needed to
It's
sit
time.
another 1, maybe 2 years.
This ain't Green Bay where y'all incubate quarterbacks, man.
Hey, look how long
you gotta
hey,
get
look
them
how
out
long
there,
Jordan Love
man.
been sitting on the goddamn bench. Don't do that.
Quarterback. You can't you when you throw him in there, you have to sit him like Aaron Rodgers sat for how many years behind Brett
That's
Favre?
Brett
You gotta
Favre.
sit him.
Brett
You
Favre
gotta
couldn't
sit
be
him.
hurt. You had to
gotta
shoot
sit
him for
him.
him to be coming out. So
Felicia, what did I tell you earlier when we was talking about this?
Yeah, he's not you. It was up in the air because we weren't sold on either quarterback, Fields or Lance.
Yeah.
I mean, you just
let me tell you something. Pretty soon we're gonna see Jordan Love.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers gonna want out.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna give you
He already got his bag. He like, man, I'm ready to leave.
About to go sip on some of that, that special tea he be drinking, that hallucinogen.
Nah, I think Aaron Rodgers just kind of like he was done with it when Christian Watson just missed that wide open, the first all the way downfield. It was right in his hands, and he dropped
that
it.
was crazy.
But wait a minute,
Dropped it.
cut Christian Watson some slack because Devontae Adams was the same way. Devontae Adams dropped a bunch of passes.
Right. Everybody was calling for Devontae to leave, all that stuff. Then when they signed him, they were like, oh, my God, I can't believe they signed him. And then he became the greatest. But I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
Christian Watson, he's not like Aaron Rodgers. He's used to Devontae catching that ball. So when Christian Watson didn't catch that ball.
He should have took a pay cut then. And he will still have him.
Nope.
Then nope. And this is what he gonna get.
They offered Devontae more money than the Raiders did. He didn't want to play with Green Bay no more. It was his lifelong childhood dream to play for the Raiders, and he's going back to play for his college.
Devontae said he didn't want to. He was unsure about Aaron Rodgers and his waffle.
No, they all.
That's what Devontae said. Devontae said he wasn't gonna hit his future because Aaron kept going. Is he gonna retire? Is he gonna stay?
No, they knew he was gonna play for the next 2 years, but he's thinking they was trying to get him to 5 years. Like after the 2, he was like, you know what I'm saying? Who am I gonna be playing for? He's always wanted to be a Raider. That's why he went to the Raiders. Packers offered him more money to stay.
You're a Raider.
He wasn't sure about Aaron Rodgers, but you think Derek Carr gonna be at the Raiders for a long time? If he keep playing,
look at what Derek Carr did with him today.
3 interceptions. No, I'm not saying that.
Are you serious?
Oh, man.
It wasn't more.
Nevada
it wasn't more about Carr as it was playing for the Raiders. He's been a Raider fan since he's been a pup. Like he's just been a Raider fan. It was more about the Raiders, and then having Carr was just a plus for him.
Because that's his buddy. That's his partner.
Yeah.
I think they were college teammates, weren't they?
Yeah, they played on the same squad.
They were a good duo. Yeah, they was a good duo in college, but I'm just saying it wasn't, the fact that Aaron should have took a pay cut. We all know Aaron should have took a pay cut so he can get some fucking people, but I mean,
we all know Aaron didn't take a pay cut either.
But Aaron ain't taking no
exactly, and we know that, and this is what
Aaron don't want to be there. He don't want to. He does not care.
It ain't that he don't want to be there.
He don't want to be there.
He just don't care.
Yes, he does. He
only care about himself because he's been like that his whole career.
I think it's crazy that we're saying that he only care about himself because he won't take a pay cut. and we telling somebody else to take a pay cut when the owners don't take
Tom
a pay
Brady take pay cuts.
Yeah. But we all know Tom Brady. Tom Brady gets
Super Bowl rings. That's all you need to say.
But John Brady.
That's all you need to say.
Giselle, she made bread.
Well, dude, they got a prenup. She ain't finna get none of her bread. He make his own bread.
Giselle makes more than he do.
Yeah, she makes more than he do.
But
so he's straight. He don't got to worry about
like he broke.
They both rich.
But why we don't got the same energy with the owners though?
What did that man? Look,
when why we not telling the owners to pay out more money?
Pay up. They do shake the owners down. They get the owners to pay more.
No, they don't, bro. They got a salary cap.
That's right. It's called a salary cap.
So the owner's not finna pay out more.
It's a salary cap.
Yes.
Well, they do pay out more. And that's when they get hit with
Patrick Mahomes. He took $500 million. And now he don't have Tyreek. More people leaving because you can't pay somebody all that money.
That much money and expect to have some squad around you.
There will be no Pat Mahomes slander on here today.
Ain't no slander.
You see what my boy did today? 5 touchdowns, 400 yards. And
he balled out. He was
a defense.
Arizona stank. Arizona stank.
Okay, so since
Arizona is trash though. It
is trash. So since we're talking about bad defenses, my worst performance of the week, I'm gonna give it to the Baltimore Ravens defense because who y'all know? We're not gonna talk about anybody know the fact that Joe Flacco still plays football and he threw for 350 yards and 2 touchdowns against that defense today. He definitely did. It's like Joe Flacco. I'm looking through my fantasy. Joe Flacco still play football.
Once again, a Super Bowl quarterback. Ain't like he trash. He been to the Super Bowl. Leave him alone.
I'm just saying.
It's old Flacco. It ain't Joe no more. It's old Flacco.
Hey, he threw 350 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Baltimore secondary.
Hey, well, he going against his former team. They give you a little bit extra in you when you see your former team, boy. I'm gonna show you, motherfuckers, boy. He came in hyped up.
That and when you going against your former team, you got guys out there who their tendencies because you done practiced.
Yeah. Right. Which is why Gruden blasted the Raiders in the Super Bowl. He knew that team inside and out.
Yup.
You got the game on in the back. Okay, I see.
Yeah. Speaking of game, so who's gonna have a week 2 win? Who lost this week? They're gonna win next week. They're gonna bounce back, get their shit together,
Packers,
get a W.
Yeah,
the 49ers
playing. Who the Packers playing next week?
But I'll say the Packers too.
Packers playing the Bears, so they might got a chance.
No, they ain't got no shot. They play
the Bears next week.
I don't know. Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears. Don't do that.
No, he don't. We about to put our foot in his ass. Change of ownership. We about to sign those papers. We about to sign those papers next week.
What he actually pulling? I know you root for the Bears, but you actually believe they finna beat the Packers next week?
I'm a Bears fan. I'm born in Chicago, born and raised.
Hey,
I know.
I believe, dude. Every year we believe they're gonna beat the Packers.
Hey, Matt. Now
you not say nothing else otherwise in our household.
Shout out to EQ Equimonia St. Brown. I know his girl, and she was rooting for him like crazy.
Nice, my bad.
His brother Amon Ra is nice.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, both of them nice.
Hey, so Jimmy, why you up here? How did your Eagles do today? How
they won.
Did today?
They won.
We got the win.
I want to hear from Jimmy about how his team did, because my Panthers, good Lord, that offensive line and defensive line looked like straight doo-doo juice today.
Did they win?
Golly.
Did they win though?
No.
Hell no.
Panthers lost?
Yeah, yes. we gave up. We didn't give up.
You really thought Baker Mayfield? Listen, bro.
I didn't think
when you willingly let go of Baker Mayfield for a dude who you know is gonna get suspended, give him $200+ million. You know you suck.
I thought Baker had that invisible juice. He like, I'm gonna show them. Yeah. Oops. My bad.
Listen, our defensive line got no pressure. And then on top of that, to seal it off, the universe is like, I just want you to know you don't deserve this win. I know you came down here, got a last-minute touchdown, got up by 3, but you don't deserve this win. Watch this. Browns is like, we finna kick this 56-yard field goal and send your asses home. And that's exactly how it happened. I was like, no, I saw a 55-plus field goal. I said, I'd be down. And we lost. Our
well, we going to bounce back next week.
Okay.
No, y'all not. Y'all playing the Bears. 0-2, baby.
Exactly.
0-2. 2-0. 0-2.
Dead. That's dead.
So Jimmy,
you want to put some money up? You want to put some money up?
She said, you got the juices flowing. You better
do that. Oh, hey, I never back down for my Bears. Packer bet.
All right, $50.
50. Wait a minute now. Hold on. I got Hey, the way
I thought you was confident in your team.
That one.
Yeah, that's light bread. That's light bread.
No, the boss ain't gonna G for that.
Don't fool with Felicia, man. I'm telling you, man. She know what she be talking
She
about.
put her feet straight on the guy. 50. Like, whoa.
Y'all be playing games.
50.
I had to pay her once because I lost.
We got to do a little foreplay here. We just can't get straight into the 50. 25 is fine. I can clear that with the balls. 25. Whoa.
She confident. I think we're gonna get a win this week. You know what? I think the Falcons are gonna get a win because they played pretty damn. You know what? Marcus Mariota played a lot better than I thought he was gonna play. Yeah. And you know what? I think once they get a system going and they found a rhythm today. I think they left their
Falcons are gonna beat the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams are having a tough week.
Stop.
I think that's an emotional decision.
Sorry.
That's an emotional decision.
Listen,
yeah.
I'm picking the Falcons over the Rams.
Let me tell you.
Listen, the Falcons play good today because that's a divisional game. So usually those are pretty
beat
tough.
The Rams, right? You see what it took to beat them down. And you think the Falcons defense can duplicate that?
Bro, that's an emotional decision.
I think the offense can keep up with the offense. Drake, you know what? Drake London looked good today in his first game.
Yes, he did.
He looked damn good.
He did look good. But him looking good today don't translate into them winning next week. Falcons. Hey, I like the way he said that.
Now, Ken, I don't like the Cowboys, but I think y'all gonna win today.
What? You smoking crack?
I mean, you know what? And I respect that
I think
because
y'all gonna win
I don't expect the Eagles fan to like the Cowboys, so I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a reasonable Cowboys fan, right? I expect hate from certain people from certain teams, and we division rivals. That's what I expect. So for people that come to the Cowboys with hate just off top out their emotions and talking out the side of their neck, that's what I can't respect.
Right.
Football, let's talk football. Let's talk reasonable. If we got an actual chance to beat, which I think with our roster the way it's currently composed, we have a chance every week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every week.
They look solid in the mud.
Y'all have had a chance every single year. I don't know what it is, and this is not me hating on the Cowboys.
They always fumble it.
Every single year, you do something to
fuck it up.
Because last year, you had a chance to beat the 49ers.
I'm gonna tell you what.
14 seconds, you threw the ball inbounds for some god awful reason.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Like
Mike McCarthy.
Number one is Jerry. Number one.
Yep, dude upstairs.
Number two is Jerry, and then he goes and picks coaches that will follow what he wants to do. That's why we can get the right because we got the right players. We always get the right players. We get great players, we get great talent, but we don't have nobody to coach them the way they should be coached because Jerry wants to have his hands in the basket.
Exactly.
That's where the problem lies. So that's why
Jimmy J and Bill Parcells couldn't work out there. They wasn't kissing Jerry ass. They wasn't telling Jerry, get the hell up out of my locker room.
Yeah, we discussed a couple
that's what I'm
ago.
saying. When y'all say that Sean Payton's gonna come, I just can't see it because
he's
not gonna bend over. Sean Payton.
Well, I think Jerry will for Sean Payton.
Yeah, that's it's not about Sean Payton bending over. It's about that relationship that Sean and Jerry already have.
Right.
So that's a difference. That's just like if your son working for your business and he leave and go work somewhere else and he come back, you're going to have a different respect for him than you have for just somebody coming from the outside. And they have a really tight
I'm going to pop him in his head is what I'm going to do.
Well, him and Jason Garrett had a tight relationship, but
Jason Garrett was his yes man.
Garrett got like a 10 year man. He was there for what, 10 years, Ken?
Yeah.
He called Garrett his son, though.
Yeah, Jason Garrett was his yes man. That's
Jason
what he was.
Jason Garrett was his yes man.
That's what he was.
I mean, of course.
Listen, I like when Jason was there. As an Eagles fan, I loved it.
Yeah, it give you a couple, right? Like,
Yeah,
Jason gonna mess this one up. Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. Like nobody shoots their foot themselves in the foot like the Cowboys do, and it just be like they have
they've been watching the Bears.
the talent.
the regular season.
There's other squads out there that do the same thing or have the same issues, but the Cowboys, everything is gonna be magnified because everybody watches them, right?
And
They're the loudest in the room. Every year they're the loudest in the room.
It's not even about that. It's a Cowboys brand, right? Why you think that they on prime time all the time? It's not even about the fans. That's what I'm saying. So they're always on the radar. So people always talk about the Cowboys.
Well, you called America's team. It's called America's team.
I don't talk about the Cowboys to everybody until people bring it up. If they want to bring it up and talk about it, that's fine. But I think a lot of times the Cowboys as a whole get a bad rap, and people say, well, y'all always talking, I ain't never said the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. I ain't never said
most of the people I know that are Cowboy fans do say that every single year.
But what I'm saying is, on top of that,
that's like some Packers fans.
But hold on,
we don't say that every year.
Can you really be mad?
We win the division every year because we are.
But can you really be mad?
Like Super Bowl? We going to Super Bowl? Yeah,
we gonna win the division every year.
It's a difference when you're talking about a fan versus somebody who knows the game. You're talking about an average fan just talking. That's one thing. But when you got somebody who really knows the game, and then they say that, that's a difference, because everybody who loves a team think they team going to the Super Bowl because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go to the Super Bowl. You're supposed to win the Super Bowl. Nobody says, "Oh, my team is going to the first round of the playoffs." Nobody gonna say that.
A miracle for
now here's the beautiful. Here's where I interject and I come in at, because I get the roast all y'all team.
You a red flag.
49ers fan. You have claimed yourself as a 49ers fan. You said you've been a 49ers fan since you was a kid, so we're gonna hang you right with the 49ers. Now,
listen, I divorced all of them.
Be the sports boy for no more. You are a 49ers fan because
we are
hold on, let me tell y'all something. Anytime it's convenient for him to claim the 49ers, he'll throw that out there, that he was a 49ers fan as a kid.
Oh, no.
With the 49ers
not this week, though. Not this week.
No, today with the Bears. He was a 49ers fan.
Okay, we stamping him as a 49ers fan. We giving him the high iron brand as a 49ers fan.
He's a 49ers fan.
They all trash.
Look at it, he couldn't even get out. He couldn't even get it out.
Well, Benji, you a 49ers fan.
We're gonna give him a
I mean, Ken was on the show. My brother had to tell him, you know what I'm talking about. So that was I grew up as, 49er fan because everybody
that's what you are
for the Cowboys. And I was like, man, I don't want to root for no Cowboys, man. But you got roughed up in the house. If you from Dallas, you from Texas, and you root for the Cowboys. And I'm like, man, I like the 49ers, man. Like, I don't like no Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Well, hey, so I just divorced all of them. I was like, forget all y'all.
Let me tell y'all something. The real good game to me this week was the Houston Texans. They tied. And that was a miracle with what he working with. What they working with down there.
That just shows you both of them teams is trash.
Nah.
That's what I'm thinking.
The Texans they gonna say QB.
Right.
For him to coach them to a tie.
And old man and what we call worm arm Matt Ryan. Listen, man, I don't understand what Indianapolis is doing. They wasting talent. But to me, the game of the week possibly is the one that's being played
right now.
I think the one that's being played. I got Mike Evans and Tom Brady on my fantasy. And
I don't know why they call Packers Vikings game of the week. I'm like, the Bucks Dallas was the game of the week to me.
Because it's a divisional game.
Exactly.
So
they put them on prime time
and the Saints were a divisional game.
Yeah, but the Falcons, they ain't that good. Come on, man.
Man, you saw the way that boy bounced off of Garrett.
Say who?
Mike.
Yeah.
Well,
them boys bouncing off LeGarrette Blunt, boy.
Dallas is the only team in the NFC East that did not win today. So everybody else won. Gonna be ashamed if they lose.
I'm surprised the Giants won. Holy
first of all,
hold on.
The Commanders played the Jacksonville Jaguars, so don't do that to me.
That's what I'm finna say.
They played high school team.
Jacksonville is not devoid of talent.
I had the Jags winning today, so I'm a little disappointed in that.
No, everybody in our division played somebody trash today. We the only.
That's what my boyfriend said. That's what my boyfriend said. He said that's not fair. Everybody in the division done played a trash ass team.
Everybody else played trash today.
Yeah, everybody else played D3 schools. The Dallas the only one playing a playoff contender. Like, don't do that.
Hey,
don't do that.
Super Bowl contender, not a playoff contender.
Well, like I said, a playoff
Super Bowl,
contender.
yeah.
The Super Bowl champs, right?
Well, former champs, yeah.
As long as Tom Brady there, they're gonna be in the mix.
Yeah, fact, because he gonna get everybody gonna want to play with that boy. So
did y'all see that?
It's like LeBron. It's like LeBron.
We will not be doing that tonight.
Hey, Telly, stop, bruh. Stop.
Hey, you see I muted that? You see I muted his mic? Well, we ain't
LeBron
slam around here. Well, we not,
man, he be hating on Bron for no reason.
I don't hate on him.
Jesus,
this ain't got nothing to do with him.
Hold on. Anytime anybody say anything good about LeBron, you like, oh nah,
jump on it, huh?
Yeah,
we ain't gonna say that tonight.
Come
Who want to play with him? Nobody.
I don't like LeBron either, but that's a whole.
I don't have a problem with LeBron, but I think that analogy was terrible because LeBron didn't do so well last year, and Tom Brady has never had a year where he didn't do so well.
Right.
Tom Brady's been consistent. Like,
hold on, LeBron did good last year. Now,
what'd he do?
No. I'm not talking about numbers. I'm talking about team success with what he had.
Success. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Team success with what he had because he had some injuries on the squad, but when they were together, they weren't so hot even when they played together. So
they never got a good chemistry going last.
But he could get people to come play for him. People always want to come play for Bron.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Not the right people. Not the people he needs. Not the people that especially wants to play with his play style. Because I'm gonna tell you,
Bron usually it's like the GM. He usually get the cats to come play for him.
Did he get Kawhi? Did he get Kawhi?
I'm glad
he did not.
That was a major move because Kawhi did have an option to come and play, and he passed it up.
Did he get Paul George?
Listen, LeBron just needs shooters and defensive players. That's all, and he gonna be
very
good.
true.
Yeah, whatever. You need to retire.
He won a championship with Kyrie Irving, bro.
Wait a minute, Kyrie.
A young Kyrie Irving.
I really know Bob now.
But Kyrie was a number one draft pick. What are you saying?
He was, but Kyrie's history was, and he openly admits it now, even on the Barbershop series, which is coming up, how erratic he was when he was young. This dude admittingly says he would stay gone from the team for 3 months.
Bruh, did you
be gone? Wouldn't talk to nobody on the team. None of that. You tell me if that's your teammate, how you
in the playoffs when he was with Cleveland. Did you see the numbers he put up?
Oh yeah, no, he's a baller. No, we ain't mistaking that, but we're talking about chemistry.
Yeah, okay, chemistry is one thing, but we're talking about on the court.
Oh yeah, he's a baller. No,
they ball.
Definitely a baller.
So that's all that really matters, because if you want to talk about that, you could talk about that type of stuff with like Jordan and Rodman doing all the crazy stuff. But when they came time to play, it's a different.
Rodman was out there ready to ball. Yeah. No, I agree. I can agree with that. Agree with that.
So I ain't gonna take that away from Kyrie. Kyrie contributed what he was supposed to contribute when they were together. So
yeah.
I mean, they finally got that W. So
they won
that sweetens the whole pot.
Yeah, you know, that tainted victory. We're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the underhanded stuff.
That's the only ring I actually give him credit for. All them other stuff, joining squads and doing all that extra shit, I don't give him credit for none of that. But I will give him the one from Cleveland. That's it.
Hey,
they cheated.
That's probably his most special one.
I'll give him credit for that.
Cheated for him. He knew he wasn't getting one.
Nah.
Draymond, suspend Draymond. Go on. We gotta cut this out.
Man, Draymond, I like the Warriors, but Draymond do be doing the most, man. He do be doing the most.
I didn't say he didn't do the most, but when have you ever seen somebody
if LeBron getting his
finals?
If Brian getting his rings discredit, is Brady gonna get some of his rings discredit? Because he damn sure had a bunch of cheating scandals on him.
Yeah.
But
they'll never do that though, Mike. They'll never do that, Mike.
They'll never discredit Brady's rings.
That's very true.
You tell me what did Brady do? What did Tom Brady do?
Spygate.
Wait a minute. Did Brady film anything? No, he did not. Tell me again what else he did.
Okay, well, Charlie, if you're gonna look at it like that, I'm sorry. What's your name again, Mel?
Miss Felicia.
Miss Felicia. So what she said, she's not gonna give LeBron James any credit because he joined squads. Now, Telly, if you're gonna play that game, let's go ahead and open this box wide open.
Let's open it.
Hold on. I'm not done, brother. I'm not done.
I know you're not.
Hold on. Hush. Listen.
Let's go.
Even though everybody think LeBron James is the GM, LeBron James can't sign nobody to a contract. Those still have to go through the owner and through the GM.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what we really talking about then?
It's a
I think LeBron got more weight than I'll give him credit.
Hey, listen.
And
LeBron is a whole entity to himself. If he say I want so and so, trust me.
We're not going to talk about the fact that Tom Brady pulled Antonio Brown in for a whole 2 games at the top of all his bullshit scandals. And if it wasn't for the fact that this idiot had this girl come out and be like, "Hey, he jacked off on my hand while I was asleep," to a point where the Patriots had to be like, "Hey, bro, we ain't got no choice but to let you go, bro. We can't have stuff like that out." Tom Brady brought Antonio Brown.
We never said Tom Brady don't go and say, "Hey, can I get this guy?" Anybody, dude, Aaron Rodgers went to the front office. Hey, can we get Randall Cobb? Hey, can we keep Kumaro? Everybody who got some pull or a star on the team say, can I get this guy? Or can I get this?
The finals decisions.
But wasn't nobody under more fire than Antonio Brown when Tom Brady got him, though.
You appease your superstar. You don't tell your superstar no. You don't say, "No, man, go sit your ass."
They tell Aaron Rodgers know a whole lot.
They tell Aaron Rodgers all the fucking time.
Well, that's because the Packers are actually they're ran by the fans.
Right, the Packers is ran by the fans. Right. Ain't nobody finna get fired. There's no owner to fire anybody.
Right.
They just, hey, Aaron, go sit your ass down. We ain't listening to you. You don't like it, you can leave. That's what they tell them. Like, but of course, LeBron James, he your superstar. You know, he asked for Anthony Davis. They went and got Anthony Davis. He wanted Russell Westbrook, his finest move ever. They went and got Russell Westbrook.
He wanted Kyrie. Did they get Kyrie?
Well, the Nets ain't stupid. That's why they go sit y'all ass down.
He want Buddy Hield. Did they get Buddy?
No, he didn't want Buddy Hield.
They actually had the deal for Buddy Hield,
he told it
and that deal was nixed. To bring
Kyrie ain't want to play with LeBron. Kyrie ain't want to play with LeBron.
But he didn't get him.
Kyrie will be there next year because he's not accepting his deal with the Knicks. I guarantee you he'll be a Laker. I guarantee you. Next year.
There you go. LeBron went begging, can I get Kyrie, please? I need him. No.
Duh, you such a hater, duh. Oh,
he ain't getting him.
Holy
listen, before we go in this rabbit hole, just say this, right? We can act like Tom Brady ain't never had no special privileges.
Oh, he has.
We've known that Tom Brady has gotten a lot of help in his quest of 7 rings. Okay,
dude,
I can sit here and go off on a tangent. Okay,
I'm ready. Tell me what superstar wide receiver he is.
No. I ain't saying
outside of Randy Moss.
I ain't saying superstar. I'm saying the Tuck rule. Okay,
dude, he lost to the Tuck rule earlier that year. The Jets beat them. That's how they found out about the Tuck rule.
Let's talk about the fact that the year the Bucks won the Super Bowl. I'm talking about how you get your ass whooped twice by the Saints. and then you get into the playoffs, and all of a sudden, every time Justin Lattimore touch Mike Evans, it's a pass interference.
Didn't Tom Brady get his ass spanked by Patrick Mahomes during the regular season, and then turned around in the playoffs and beat him?
And all of a sudden, they get into the Super Bowl. They get into the Super Bowl, and fucking Travis Kelce and Tyreek Evans can't find their fucking hands all of a sudden.
Oh man, one drop pass mean, dude, they double team both of them and Dan Mahomes to beat him with another receiver. And let it go, man.
Travis Kelce dropped 2 touchdown passes.
Oh, and that made the whole game. That broke the whole game.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this almost comeback about the Rams. How you down 27-3?
He figured them out.
Okay.
He did the same with the Chiefs, didn't he? The Chiefs were blasting them 21-0. He came back on them.
So Cooper Kupp ain't fumble all season. So all of a sudden he playing Tom Brady. Now he got 2 fumbles and 2 big passes. Come on, Telly. All I'm saying, Telly, is when Tom Brady get the losing, all of a sudden that other team get the fucking up mysteriously.
Well, but hold on though. You're comparing regular season game to the Super Bowl. That's 2 different levels of pressure.
Right.
You got guys that perform well when the pressure's high, and you got guys that fold.
Exactly.
And in the regular season, they look like world beaters. So you can't compare.
Kwame Brown is actually on record saying he didn't even want to touch the ball in crunch time. He was too nervous. He was too scared.
And you blame him? Look at who he played with.
Kwame Brown is suffering from PTSD right now. That man played with Kobe and Jordan. Somebody need to get that man some help. We know he would get his
Packers
ass
organization during the regular season.
Right, exactly, right.
Get to the playoffs. You don't know how to play football.
Get in the playoffs. All of a sudden, Aaron Rodgers turned into Rodney Pete. Like, man, who this guy?
What I am excited about this year is because he don't have Devontae. Like, he's always forcing the ball to Devontae. They could be 3 people defending Devontae. He's still gonna try to fit it in between all 3 defenders. At least now they gonna have to spread the ball. He ain't gonna have no choice. There's no true number one.
That's if he gets comfortable with doing that and don't get frustrated.
I mean, we're 7-0 without Devontae Adams. We're 7-0. Well, now, I mean, if you want to, I mean, he's not on our team, but you know what I'm saying? He's just got to find his rhythm.
Yeah.
And, you know, Lazard, he was injured, and that's a go-to for him, too.
He was hot with them boys today. He was yelling at them, and oh, boy.
The thing is, he going to lose them if he keep doing that.
Hey, you want to know what I want to see? I want to see this press conference. Because he gonna throw somebody under the bus.
Oh, he always do that. That's why people don't like him. You know,
I don't think he care at this point. I don't think he don't care at this point.
He never cared, but he just shows it now more than ever. Like, fuck what you say.
I mean, I think he's gonna find who, you know, is more reliable. Like,
well, I think Christian Watson is gonna be our guy. You know.
But you at the same time, you get paid an insanely amount of money to do one damn job. This is your job. This is what you paid to do. You can't get mad when this all-pro super winning quarterback is chewing your ass out for running routes.
You should take it as a learning experience.
Yeah, you take it as a learning experience.
You know what? He don't have any leadership qualities, though. That's the thing about Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, get mad. I'm not saying don't get mad, but I'm saying you take the young cat aside. Listen, man, I know you better than this. He's
trying to put fire under their ass.
Nah.
First of all, Telly,
I would agree with you if I didn't see Tom Brady on the sideline going off.
Shoot niggas out on the sideline. I've seen Tom Brady do it.
Tom didn't chew him out. But
you also it's like you're trying to make Aaron Rodgers this person.
But you also see Tom Brady go to a dude and be like, "Don't worry, we got this. I'm gonna come right back to you, and you gonna catch it." Tom Brady will come right back to him and like, "There you go." Aaron Rodgers don't do that. I'm not saying Tom Brady ain't fiery. I've seen him cuss out the coordinator.
Christian Watson, he didn't play preseason. He was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was hurt. I'm not using injuries as an excuse. I'm just saying, like, it's going to take some time for him to click.
Off.
Yeah, it's going to take. But he's Aaron Rodgers. He's going to make anybody look great.
Basically, right now, you right now, these next 2-3 games for the Packers are your fucking preseason with most of your receivers. So it's not going to look good right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people didn't have the preseason. Like,
that's right. That's why I'm glad.
I think that's why they personally loaded up on the defense to kind of give the offense some leeway. But then
the damn defense
they show up today and get whacked.
Defense could not get off the field. They was tired.
Yeah.
But after the second half, I mean, they pulled it together in the second half as far as defense. And Kirk Cousins always going to be Kirk Cousins. You just never know which, he going to have a quarter.
Kirk Cousins stats from last year.
Huh?
Y'all know Kirk Cousins stats from last year?
Yeah, he's actually pretty good.
Over 3,000 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 7 picks. Kirk Cousins do that every year. He is so underrated, like Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford was killing in Detroit, but nobody.
He was.
Kirk Cousins' problem is he doesn't make that play at the end of the game that gets it done. Yeah. Like his stats are loaded.
Kirk Cousins is the biggest man. He threw 7 interceptions, but he also lost 6 games with those 7 interceptions too.
So is that on Kirk Cousins or is that on the team? Because if your quarterback balling out and the rest of the team ain't, then who's that on?
But tell him if Aaron Rodgers ball out,
he was the same in Washington.
You gonna blame that on Aaron Rodgers?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I'm like, Aaron Rodgers played the game. Now that dude messed up over there. But we see Aaron Rodgers in the playoff. He don't even ball out.
Kirk Cousins been slinging the ball. He slung the ball when he was in Washington. He's just always gonna do Kirk Cousins things, which is lose when it matters most.
Exactly.
Great numbers.
That's just it.
It's like she said, Kirk Cousins is basically like, he's like, hey, we gonna do good when it don't matter, but we gonna fuck up when it matters.
And he's had some really good teams. Yeah. That Viking squad hasn't been trash.
Not at all.
Like, if you look, they've been good for the past few. Now, I don't know if that was Mike Zimmer, if his coaching tactics, but they've had a decent defense.
Yeah. For them to go from Stephon Diggs to Justin Jefferson,
and Adam Thielen.
Because when you had Diggs and Thielen, you're like, oh man, this is a 1-2 punch out this world. Then they lose Diggs, you're like, ooh. But then they get Justin Jefferson, you're like, damn. How you get
Jefferson? They still got Cook. Though, man. I can't.
Still got Cook. He ran for 90 yards today.
Cook, you knew what Cook can do. Cook's going to cook.
Cook would have been a first-round pick if it wasn't for the bullshit he got into in college for smacking that girl at a bar.
I thought he was a first-round pick.
No, he was like a second or third round pick.
Was he? Oh.
Because I wanted Cook over
Cook wasn't the one that slapped nobody. That was Joe Mixon.
No, Cook got into some shit in a bar, and the reason why he dropped in the draft like he did. Because
Cook got into it was something, with a chick, but it wasn't a slap. It was something.
Cook got into some shit.
There's always a chick involved.
And a Florida State player. They had to sit their ass down.
Yeah,
Florida State
went deep in the second round, like pick 41.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, not to turn it off, but Jody, I don't never want to hear about Texas A&M again. And they bought their team. But they wanted to lose yesterday. They need to get a refund.
Hold on. Texas A&M bought their 2023 squad. Okay, they didn't buy the 2022 squad. They bought their 2023 squad.
Listen, bro. You cannot defend Texas A&M right now at any. Just take that L and just leave it at that. Don't even defend.
I'm not defending Benji. I'm not defending Texas A&M. You see it right? You see it right there? You see it right there? Die hard Miami Hurricane fan.
And I told you
Miami got to play Texas A&M next week. And if you know my Hurricanes like I do, when we play big games, we got a tendency to go out there and pull a Dallas Cowboys. we gonna fuck up at the worst possible time. It's like Tyler Van Dyke. This would be the game you want to throw 4 picks. So this would be the game we gonna fumble the ball 5 goddamn times. So I'm not gonna underestimate Texas A&M till after we play them. We play them next week. This is our first real game of the season. We had 2 appetizers. You know what I'm saying? And so this is our first real game of the season. So I'm not gonna underestimate Texas A&M because at the end of the day,
underestimate them. I just say I want to hear about them.
Jimbo Fisher is a good coach.
Now, let me ask a question. When does the 12-team playoff kick in? That's not this year, right? That's
2026.
And that's
2026.
Right.
That's too damn many.
Well, they're going to try to move it up. Because
that's what I'm thinking.
Like, that's too far out, man. It shouldn't take that long.
First of all, it should have 12 teams. That's too goddamn many. I thought 6.
It shouldn't take that long, though.
I thought 6 or 8 would have been good.
I think because of the transfer portal and how it will extend and make teams, a little bit more competitive. I think it's, of course, money-wise too, but
they got some other changes. They got some other team changing conferences too, stuff like that coming in the next couple of years.
You got Texas and Oklahoma going to the
SEC. So that's what's holding it too.
So you expect the USCs and a lot of the
USC and UCLA are going to Big
Florida teams to be back on top, right?
Those French
I
teams.
think it's going to be a little bit more competitive.
Yeah. But it's still like
with the NIL. With the NIL, ain't no telling who's going to be competitive. Basically,
right? Because players they can kind of go where they want to go. You know what I mean? So instead of just being stuck at a school where you're the cat's meow, the dog's bow wow, but you in Appalachian State, you get what I'm saying? You can take that same kid, like the Daniels kid who left Arizona State, and now he's at LSU.
Right.
So you can take that kid, if you take that Daniels kid and put him on a team that's, LSU is pretty good. But if you take a kid like that who's already 2-3 years in at a school, then now I can take him and he's now my starting quarterback. And that's probably all I need. It makes it a little bit more competitive considering he can go wherever he want to go. You know what I mean? So I think that's going to be why they extended it to those 12 games, 12 teams, because I think college football will be a little bit more competitive. And plus, by then, Nick Saban probably will be out.
He just signed like a 4 or 5 year contract extension.
No.
That's true.
It don't mean he's going to work it all, man. He just signed an extension.
All I'm saying is, and I'm going to keep saying it, I know y'all going to hate me for it. Listen. That sounds great. Until Deion get Jackson State into a Power 5 conference, I'm not cutting that nigga no slack. Okay, Travis Hunter is the big fish in a little pond right now. I want to see
more. Not even more. Because he's got that dude from USC.
Yeah, they just got that linebacker now.
USC. He's snacking big people, man.
But he play on defense.
Prime is on record saying he won't do that. He's not going to sacrifice his kids.
Yeah, he's not going to embarrass
until
them.
he gets the front line and the O line. He's like, we can compete quarterback wise, all of that, but we're not putting our kids. We're not sacrificing our kids for $1 million because he know they're gonna get beat up. But if you get beefy up front and that linebacker in the trenches, then you can really talk. You get what I'm saying? And top cornerbacks are going to want to play for Deion.
Exactly.
He's the go-to cornerback. So, Hunter ain't going to be the last top cornerback that want to go play for Deion. I can guarantee you.
Oh, no, man.
Stop it, bro.
What you got against Rod Woodson? Rod Woodson and Deion was the top two.
No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Come on, Telly. Stop, bro.
Rod Woodson was great. But Rod Woodson was not Deion, dog.
Listen,
Deion.
Hold on, no. When he said Deion was the GOAT, you was like, oh no.
Dude, there's people that argue about Rod Woodson or Deion.
Nah, dog.
No. Anybody that have that argument was just trying to argue for argument's sake.
Okay, no. Look at Rod Woodson. Come on.
Rod Woodson was a beast. Bro, but you got to remember, though, didn't he switch to safety, all of that? We give him his props for that.
And he can cover. He can tackle.
We give him his props for that. But listen.
Deion was pure coverage. Deion told me.
Deion was playing 2 sports at a time when folks was like, nah, don't even play 2 sports.
I'll tell you the difference, though. Rod Woodson was great, and he could play safety, and he could cover, and he could hit. But Rod Woodson was never deemed a shutdown corner where he shut down a whole side of the field.
Yeah.
He was never that. Deion shut down a whole side of the field.
That's because people wouldn't throw at him.
No, they would.
No, that year that the 49ers
they knew it was going to get big.
Them picks tell the story.
The year the 49ers got him,
into the house.
there was a couple of quarterbacks that was throwing at him, and they was getting away with it. So you got to test them. People was too scared to test them.
But you would.
That's a testament to Deion, though.
You have to have a wide receiver that could go out there and compete with Deion.
First of all, Jerry Rice couldn't do it.
I don't care what cornerback you have. People gonna catch some passes on him, but it's a calculated risk. You're gonna keep on doing it, and he gonna
get picked off.
I'm just saying, he shut down Jerry Rice, and Jerry Rice was the golden receiver.
Did you see Deion go up against two snort Michael Irvin? Michael Irvin, after he had a couple of that lines of that good stuff, he would go out there and ball, but they wouldn't throw him the ball too many goddamn times, though.
Let me tell you something. Michael Irvin was not the caliber of Jerry Rice.
He wasn't.
And Michael Irvin got shut down by other corners too now, outside of Deion.
He was a baller, but Irvin wasn't no slouch now.
The thing I would have loved to see was Randy Moss against Deion. I would have loved to see that.
It was kind of there when he was with the Vikings.
Deion was old.
He was old.
I would like to see both of them in their prime to see what was what.
No, I think I would say T.O. over Moss. I think T.O. better than Moss to me.
I personally do too, but that's a whole other. T.O. is my second best receiver.
I would say he right there on the heels. He right there on the heels.
I think Calvin Johnson was the best thing to touch the field on wide receiver. He just had.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Megatron was great, but
I gotta include your injury history. It's like,
but we've seen that in Detroit before.
I'm not gonna penalize T.O. for taking care of his body, breaking ankles and all of that, and still being able to play 13, 14, 15
But T.O. suffered from drops, though. See, that's the thing. He suffered from
but even with all of those drops, he's still top 2, top 3.
Don't get me wrong. See, T.O. broke records, and the way they played him about the Hall of Fame, I don't blame him for being mad, because he did break records of some of these cats that people consider in the conversation.
He broke records, and he's not a deep threat like that. He'll catch short passes and take it.
Well, gone. To me, he's a well-rounded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Randy Moss he's gonna take the top off your defense. That's what he's known for. He's a deep threat. He's not gonna run too many short routes. He's not gonna run too many slants here and there. If you do run a slant, it's a deep slant. Right. You know what I'm saying? Terrell ran every route in a route tree.
Right.
Yeah. Every route. But you see, he was a physical specimen too.
But Jerry did too, though. Jerry ran every route in the route tree.
But Jerry wasn't a deep threat.
But he just knew how to get on the ground when he caught it.
Jerry wasn't a deep threat at all. Jerry was a rack guy.
No, Jerry would eat you up now.
I'm just saying they didn't use that often in the West Coast.
Well, yeah. Just say it was the offense really the reason why he didn't really run a lot of deep routes, because that wasn't the way the offense is designed.
But he was more of a rack guy. He'd take that quick slam, boom, he gone. Once he hit that crease, he might as well hang it up. Jerry was gone.
That Larry Fitzgerald had more tackles than he had drops.
And Larry Fitzgerald.
Don't play Larry like that, bro.
Larry wasn't playing.
Think about it like this. Larry Fitzgerald had 42 tackles in his career and had 29 drops.
Yep.
That's pretty epic.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Larry Fitzgerald. He tackled more niggas than he dropped passes at wide receiver. Yeah. That's a testament to how good Larry Fitzgerald's hands were.
I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to play Larry. I was about to say, nah, don't do that.
We've seen bad receivers, but we've seen some really special ones. The Randy Moss, Jerry Rice. I would include Michael Irvin because Michael had a swag about himself.
Michael Irvin changed the game though, because
Anquan Bolden
was a beast, boy.
Beast at receiver. Woo. Larry Fitzgerald. I would say David Boston also, because
you want to know who else was a beast? What's your boy from Denver? He
Which
The
one?
one who you talking about Thomas, the one who passed?
Nah.
Or you talking about Smith?
Ron Smith with that
Rod
name?
Smith.
Yeah,
Rod
Rod
Smith.
Smith was the truth.
Yeah.
Rod Smith,
Yeah.
Ed McCaffrey. That was a good tandem over in Denver.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Christian Dad Ed was a badass receiver. For a white dude, he was nice.
I mean, y'all don't want to go way back. We ain't talking about Steve Largent, you know.
Yeah, Steve Largent. He was that boy large for Seattle. You gotta watch his clips, man. That dude, he was a baller. You talking about, man? We had some nice back in the day receiver. Andre Rison, before he messed with Left Eye, he was cool. After that,
it's always a chick involved.
Right.
But she burned my man's house down, everything in it.
Yeah. Dan Marino, the Marx brothers, Mark Clayton and Mark Duper.
Yeah.
He made them. They could play, but with Marino, they was just something super extraordinary because they went their separate ways and was never the same. Marino stayed the same. They fell off. But dude, tight ends too. You very rarely see some great tight ends, but Tony Gonzalez, Shannon Sharp.
Man, don't make me go back to the Ben Coates days. You know what I'm saying?
With the Colts. Oh man, with New England being Colts, man, what's my man's name? Ozzie Newsome was a bad tight end.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, Ozzie was a bad tight end. Keith Jackson. Keith Jackson was nice.
Yep, for Philly. For
Philly
Philadelphia.
And Miami.
Yeah.
Who else? Honestly, Mark Chmura. It was a
Jay Novacek. What you mean?
Of course, Jay Novacek and Brent Jones.
Yep.
For the Niners. Remember Miami had a run of tight ends. The Hurricanes coming out, Kellen Winslow Jr.
Yeah, he forgot about his dad though. His dad
was a beast. Winslow Jr. though, he wasn't all there mentally. So
Jeremy Shockey, another good one. Motherfucker Greg Olsen, another good one.
Listen,
Kellen like to go raping old women though.
Kevin Winslow Jr. decided that, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go out and ball out my first rookie season, and then I'm gonna go get in a motorcycle accident and tear my ACL the next season. Like he was the reason why him and Ben Roethlisberger, hey, bro, no ATVs, no motorcycles, no jet skis, no none of that. They said no none of that from here on out because he went out there and tore his ACL like a dumbass.
Yeah, he did. He did. But everybody called Rob Gronkowski the GOAT of tight ends.
Who said that?
That's what they said. That was the consensus. They say Rob Gronkowski
because he's gonna get depressed. He's good, but if I'm taking a tight end, so let me put it to you this way: who you taking as your number one tight end? That's your first pick. You get to pick a tight end. Who you taking? You can take any one of them out of history. Who you taking?
Woo, that's a rough one.
I'm
gonna go with Tony G though. Tony Gonzalez. Tony G.
Who you taking, Jody? Who you taking? You got to pick a tight end. Who you taking? First pick in the draft.
I'm picking tight end. I'm like, I want me. I like to be unconventional. I want to say Jimmy Graham, but I gotta go with Shannon. I gotta give my boy.
That's a good pick.
I gotta go. I'm mad at that.
That is a good pick.
That's the same pick I'm picking, Shannon.
I gotta go with
Yeah.
So y'all just
two.
Huh?
I said I got Shannon as my number 2. I'm going Gonzalez number 1 though.
What about Antonio Gates?
That's what I was just about to say. I would take Gates, or I would take Gonzalez. I'd have to wait.
Well, I didn't forget about Antonio Gates.
I forgot.
I take Gates.
I can't take him over Gonzalez though. I just can't.
Oh yeah,
right. That's the only thing.
Gonzalez was Gonzalez.
No.
And I'll get you see, Jason Witten was another good one.
I'm not taking Antonio over Unc either.
But
because Unc,
you're not taking Antonio over Shannon?
Nah, man, Unc, he could do a lot, man.
He could do everything.
Everything.
He can do everything.
Antonio can't do everything. He struggled with blocking, to my remembrance.
I mean,
that is true.
Most tight ends struggle with blocking.
But that's why
not Gonzalez, not Tony Gonzalez.
Such an anomaly because he did everything, and then with him being so long, when he got in the end zone, it was bananas because it wasn't nothing you could do. There was no that could go for a jump ball with him.
This is why I was like thinking Jimmy, you know what I'm saying?
Jimmy
Graham because Jimmy Graham
he couldn't block for nothing though. He was trash on blocks.
What about Bubba Watson?
Bubba Watson, he was straight.
Bubba Watson, who the heck is that?
Bubba Watson came out. Didn't he come out to you, right?
You talking about Ben Watson?
Ben Watson.
Oh, Ben. I was trying to figure out who Bubba was.
That's the NASCAR dude.
Yeah, NASCAR golf. He's some other sport. Yeah.
Like Bubba.
It's one tight end though that I think would have been in the conversation had he not got hurt. Jermichael Finley from Green Bay.
He was pretty.
That dude was. He was a torture.
Oh, Finley.
Yeah.
He was an athletic freak. Yeah.
Yeah, he got hurt and ended his career early. Had he stayed healthy, he'd have been up there.
What about Greg Olsen?
Yeah, I said Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen was literally like if I had to say this, Greg Olsen was like the guy you could just rely on. First of all, the Bears letting him go was
probably he missed it. I'm sorry.
This motherfucker.
He missed it.
I don't even care. I really
I'm looking at it, but I ain't even saying nothing because I can't wait to turn it on so I can actually just focus in.
We about to let y'all go so we can all watch this game.
You know, that's
but my thing is the Bucks keep getting down here, and they always just end up with field goals.
You know what it is? It's my fault. It's my fault because I got Tom Brady on my fantasy. Because last year, the Bucks were the only team I know throwing the ball first and goal from the 2-yard line, throwing the ball into the fucking end zone. Now that I got Tom Brady and Mike Evans is on my fantasy team right now, the what? Nah, we finna run the shit out of this ball.
They don't have Gronk. That's why.
Yeah. Well, what I was finna point out is what people don't see probably with Dallas's defense this year. They have so much speed across the board. When you condense the area around the red zone, it gets hard to score on them because they have so much team speed.
Y'all
missed it.
Y'all looked up when y'all got Michael Parsons. That dude is special.
But hold on.
Go ahead. Ken. No, go ahead.
I'm about to say what the Bucks. What's the boy that came out of Alabama, the tight end? They should have kept him.
OJ Howard.
They should have kept that.
Well, I mean, he was hurt so much.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, they let him go really because they did get a couple other tight ends, but OJ Howard was just hurt so much he never really got to play. You know what I mean? Like he was always hurt.
You know, in the NFL, your best ability is your availability.
Facts.
If you keep getting hurt, no matter how talented you are, they're gonna show you the door. They need you on the field.
Especially Tom Brady. He ain't gonna waste a roster spot on this dude like that.
But you know, that's why I think Julio gonna be a great addition because Julio ain't gotta be the man. So he ain't gotta be out there all the time.
If he can stay healthy.
That's what's gonna keep him healthy. He ain't gotta be out there all the time. He can get a little rest in. They got a special package for him. Go sit his ass down.
Yeah,
put some ice on your hamstrings or something. Just keep chilling.
Yeah.
That's gonna
I can agree with that. Somehow, some way or another, Tom Brady always seemed to keep them receivers and stuff healthy. You know what I mean? When they follow the regimen. So we'll see.
No, I don't know, man. I think Tom Brady a cyborg or something. He 45 and this man still throwing the pop on the ball like.
Well, I mean, it's because that man is smart. Tom Brady is one of the smartest QBs that we have seen, and I don't
know about that. I think Peyton was.
Peyton Manning has 5 terabytes of memory in the top of his head, so you can't really beat that, bro. Like this man had. You seen this man's head? That's all. That's a mainframe.
Listen,
he's able to remember everything, bro.
It's the big ones. Terabytes is the guy.
You remember Madden? Where Peyton Manning, his vision went all the way into the stands.
Oh man! Oh yeah, his QB vision.
Your budget to a pick.
Turn down the TV light. It's so bright. That man scanning the whole field, can hit anybody. But so could Tom Brady. I missed that. They should put that back on Madden. I like that feature. QB vision, I like that feature.
Nah, they made it too easy now, man. Playing Madden now, you really have to know how to freaking play. It's not. You
gotta understand football.
Yeah,
but Madden always been that. I keep telling people, I'm like, what people don't know, and I educate them. How this game came about was that's what they used. They actually used that as a coaching tool. Madden was a coaching tool before they decided to turn it into a game.
Some must have happened on the Cowboys game.
Yeah, he threw a pick.
Long as Leonard Fournette, I got him going. So hopefully,
man. You know what, man? We're gonna let y'all get up out of here. You gotta watch this game.
Let me throw it right there.
Hey, I just want to go on the record and say my fantasy team. This is why I'm ready to throw the whole team away this week.
It's only week 1.
Listen, nobody on my fantasy team scored a touchdown today.
Man, already.
It's week 1. Relax. And what Aaron Rodgers tell you? Relax.
Exactly.
It's just week 1.
I don't like losing.
But since you want to deal some people, come and talk
to him. We got an optimist over there. You know what I'm saying? You better be careful.
Come and talk to him.
I need to talk to Jimmy too. Jimmy, what's up, Jimmy?
Hey,
Jimmy gonna be in there at least by, we'll say, mid-season. Jimmy gonna be back.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be, I'm telling you, watch. Now y'all gonna be all on the waiver wire at midnight trying to pick people up and dropping people. I'm gonna just be sitting back watching.
As soon as I hang up that Packers defense is getting thrown to the fucking garbage.
I don't know why you picked them in the first place.
Don't do that.
Hey, hold on to the Packers defense. I think they're gonna get better and better as the year goes.
Don't do that.
I'll hold on to it.
Listen, they
was
playing zone today. I don't know why. I don't know what that means. I don't know why he had him playing.
We beat the Niners, and the Niners have better defense. So what that means?
Aaron Rodgers is the Bears' daddy. You heard what that man said.
Yeah, you heard what he said. Did he win today?
God,
he didn't say he owned the Vikings. He said he owned the Bears.
Okay.
Hey, Michael Parsons out there eating, ain't he?
That boy is gifted. And I ain't gonna say now there's been mention of him being the next Lawrence Taylor. I ain't gonna say all that.
Yeah, we gotta wait on that. LT is probably the greatest defensive.
Maybe Derek Thomas. I might say Derek Thomas. Because Derek Thomas was gifted too now.
He was a monster.
Derek Thomas.
But Jody, for real, don't let the Green Bay Packers defense go.
But
hey,
let me make sure. I know my history. Did DT win the championship?
Have top 5 defense by the end of this year.
No, but he got the record, record of the game. He had 7 sacks in one game.
I know. No, he's a monster. He's a monster.
He was close. So tragic the way he died,
Yeah.
But Derek Thomas, you say LT, and Derek Thomas was right there behind him.
We can mention Reggie White too.
Oh yeah, the minister of defense. Reggie the one that put Green Bay on the map. Let's be honest. He was the first ever big name to go there. And that opened the eyes of other big name people and free agents to come to Green Bay, not such a bad place. That's because of Reggie White.
It's still a bad place, but
yeah,
they just willing to go there.
Say, when has it ever been a destination?
That's what I'm saying. He opened the eyes up for people to say, okay, let's consider Green Bay. Reggie White went there. They got Charles Woodson to come there. They got some nice Julius Peppers. They got some nice name people to come there. Before it was Green Bay. Oh, hell no. I don't want no politics.
But it's all right.
It's the weather.
Yeah.
No, man, it ain't the weather because people want to come to Chicago and we got the same weather, probably even a little bit worse. That lake effect, man, is, man, -30, man. You ain't never felt -30, baby, is it? Woo! That's that go outside and go back in like shit. Fuck it. Like I know I need my medicine.
Off of work today.
Right.
Boy, Antarctica in this joint. Like, what's going on?
You ain't never feel that, man. That Hulk bro across. Man, listen. I was a kid, walked outside, walk into the stove, come home, couldn't talk, had to thaw out. So damn cold. Green Bay ain't cold like that, but it's cold.
My cousin used to live in Buffalo, New York. This dude would send me pictures. Snow is covering his door. He opened his door.
Now Buffalo gets snow out the chain.
I went to a game. I went to when the Packers played Buffalo up in Buffalo. Oh and man, I spent a lot of money on the tickets. I left at halftime. It was so cold.
She's like, you know what? I catch it on the car ride.
Is that I couldn't do it. I couldn't, and we were losing.
I'd have had heated boots on. Heated.
But that's why I be wondering. I'll be looking at the Bears game. You got these cats out there with their shirt off, spelling Bears, and I'm like, motherfucker, it's December. How you doing that?
They on that good stuff.
Man, they on something. I want what they got.
They on that Chris Brown powder.
They on that NJ something. I mean, they hot in the mind.
And they on that Whitney Houston coat, boy.
I know, man. I can't go and no, dude. I swear to you, you ride around in Chicago, you see Miles out there exercising, jogging with shorts on and shirt with a tank top on the lakefront. Middle of December, just running. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, hey, that's why I say white people are special to me. Hey, y'all can do that, boy. I can't do it.
It's because they come from the mountains of Caucasus, Tony. Telling you,
I know, but I can't jog in no cold weather. I can't even jog if I'm fully clothed. They be out there just looking like they about to run the tour, like they running, the Boston Marathon, like it's 100 degrees out. I'm like, I'm like, my knees are cold just looking at you.
Right.
Shoot, man. Let me get up out of here. Let me release y'all so we can watch this game, because Tom is my guy. He need my support today.
That's all right. We appreciate y'all coming through the hand, guys.
Yeah.
It's the game of the field goals.
Field goals, and we finna sit here and watch and cuss and scream, and we'll check y'all out next Sunday, man.
We'll be back next Sunday, week 2. We'll be back when the Bears are up 2-0.
I ain't gonna be on here at 8:00 next week.
Oh no, who next week? Who playing next week?
That game, us.
Oh, you already know. I'm gonna cut this short then. We got about 10 minutes to talk about what we got to talk about. And
because I ain't trying to hear you talk shit the whole time.
Oh, but you I will. I will be just chiming in.
As long as you put my $25 in my Cash App.
Oh, don't worry about it.
0.
Hey, look. the slot is open for you. I'm saving a special slot
right now. Okay.
You can send me your Cash App. It's gonna be good for the future, but not for next week.
Hey,
Felicia, like the future is next week, my nigga.
That's when we start.
Not the immediate
That's
future.
when we start. We're about to win like 7 straight, just like last season.
Oh, that's wishful thinking. But anyway, I want to thank y'all for joining us. Me, Mr. Who Loves You, Baby. Mr. Mike Unhinged. We got Not Your Average Chef, the Bird Game Strong Man. Miss Felicia Banks, who about to be out of $25. Big Ken, and our boy Benji Banks, Mr. Wine Connoisseur himself.
Hey, man, shout out to my boys, Mr. Big Ken and Benji Banks, 2/3 of the Fire Session podcast. They will be live. What is 8:30 Tuesday?
Yeah, 8:30 Eastern.
8:30 Eastern on Tuesday.
5:30 Pacific.
Yeah, 5:30 Pacific.
7:30 Central.
Yeah, get all the time zones right.
Get all the time zones. Me and Telly will be back Wednesday, 8:00. And then we'll also be back Saturdays, 9 a.m. to talk
barbecue. Yeah. Don't forget to tune in Friday for Impact Friday.
Impact Coach A.
Yeah, Impact Friday. Yep.
Right, and we'll be back next week for a 25-minute podcast. Maybe 15. Maybe 15.
We'll give you the accelerated version.
Good night, y'all.
Good night. Enjoy the game.
I ain't mad if you love it. Ain't nobody